Yo boys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about 10 habits I did at 15 that built myself under a year. But most of these are just not like a magic pill or anything. They're basically consistent formats that will keep you basically underratedly confident and of course structured in a way that you desire as a man. Number 1, getting ready for the day even if I'm not doing anything. But since you're grooming or dressing, even if it's going to the store that day, it puts you above others already in a mindset like that. Or just moping around the house doing nothing, right? I had those days, and I'm pretty sure most guys have those days too. You just want to put a pair of shorts on and then a hoodie and then just absolutely do nothing. Or if you are, then you kind of look like shit, and that's not really the way to go. Because I can tell you, that just makes you feel like a bum and that you're not even important to society. Number 2, invest in everything. What I mean by investing in everything is you essentially want to invest in high quality products or, equipment that you need. I could give you an example. I've invested in this tripod I'm using right now to record my videos. I'm not saying go crazy expensive. I'm not saying go for the cheapest option, but usually people would think they're wise for going for the cheapest option, which I think is honestly nonsense. If you want high quality products, then you need high quality equipment. Same thing goes for clothes, right? Most guys at my school actually told me that these tees look like they're from like Ralph Lauren or like somewhere else expensive, right? But I actually got these at a $20 pack at Target. So just be smart with your money and be smart of where you spend it. Number 3, don't play the stereotype in attraction. What this means is that essentially you don't want to kind of dress the way you're according to what people perceive you as. If you're Hispanic like myself, most guys and most girls would expect me to dress basically just according to what, they see me or my culture is at that school or this city. So that could be a pair of boots or like an Ariat shirt or some jeans. And I honestly just dress of how, I feel like most girls abundantly would like me. You want to create your signal of attraction universally so that every girl likes you. So what I'm saying is don't play into what people think that's best for you. Essentially just think what's best for yourself and dress accordingly to what you feel like is, perceived as the most attractive yourself. And just always make sure to carry yourself confidently, which goes into my next point. Number 4, carry yourself with confidence and dominance. I'm gonna tell you right now, but really in this modern dating sequence, it's kind of the opposite, right? Most girls don't want their ego to go down, especially since most girls are seeking abundance in men. Even though they want the high value men, they still get with the ugly dudes. You see how most ugly dudes get girls nowadays? I bet y'all wondering that. And the reason is most girls feel comfortable dating those guys because they feel like they can control those guys more often. That's what girls want to do since they're young. But of course, never play into this. Don't think just because a lot of girls like ugly guys doesn't mean you have to be ugly. Carry yourself with confidence and dignity. Make sure yourself is a high value man. Make sure yourself is always confident. So you can either be the man who has it all or the man who basically has nothing. There's no in between. Because if you're thinking abundantly or if you're thinking like shit, there's no in between, because that in between is the average. I know it's kind of weird, but once you understand female nature, you will basically see how this dating game really is nowadays. Number 5, time management. You don't want to be that guy without a structured morning routine or that basically has no idea what I'm going to do today or what I'm going to have planned. I built this myself, and I actually made a short the other day about it. And the reason why I love this one so much is because it sets you apart from the average. I know I'm going to say this a lot this video because it's really true. But one thing that most men forget when thinking about really anything that sets their apart ourselves from the average is time management and how they really value your time. I mean, rich people always have a value to their time because time is money. You can either pick up that FaceTime call this girl for 2 hours and basically just bullshit around, or use that 2 hours to basically, fix on your goal or solve any problem that you need to solve that day. Number 6, keep your surroundings clean. Usually in a physical sense, most people would actually have nothing organized, just as my last point, structured time management, and they basically just mope around all day with the dirty ass house. I had a coffee machine inside my room because I didn't want to get distracted by all the other food in my kitchen, right? And then in the other sense, make sure, of course, no fake friends. I heard this quote and it said, you are the people that you hang around with. And it is so true. It is so true that I've actually cut down many of people, right? The number one downfall that I see most men go through is basically because their friends motivated them to do this one certain thing. And this could be going to parties, smoking weed, going to that club, focusing on this girl rather than focusing on your skill. But then if you always have high value friends, even if those friends are above you, that's even better because it pushes you to be better. I've actually heard of this one online coach be like, yo, join my mentor, right? You're going to be in a group full of people, and those group full of people will push you and motivate you, because if you're in a group, right, with people who all want to get better together, that's going to help you so much more than 2 friends or like a bunch of friends who basically just want to hang out and do nothing all day. All right, number 7, chase money, never chase 304s. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure most of y'all heard it, and if you didn't hear it, then I'm gonna tell you right now. But As soon as you chase money, bitch is gonna be chasing you. They're always gonna be chasing you if you chase money. If you chase your goals, they're definitely gonna be chasing you because girls love an ambitious man no matter what. That could be not even paying attention to them because girls love men who don't even pay attention to them. You could be a real high value working man and that man basically works all his day and a girl will still like you. You know, of course, I'm not saying don't have any time for your girl, but I'm saying literally always, even if you have a wife, make sure you still focus on your shit. Number 8, think abundantly. I made a whole ass program on this, and if you want to see it, go link in my bio. I'll show you right there how to be a confident version of yourself. Every single sentence in that program is a valuable piece of wisdom that I've put in there, and I have structured for you exactly to think abundantly. Thinking abundantly basically means, as a man, kind of the same thing of what I said, but just chasing for more and more and more. And when you think of abundance, well, which I think of abundance is no matter what, like coming from a breakup, let me tell you right, this is a good example, but coming from a breakup, most men will basically just focus on their ex, basically fantasize everything that they had and cry for what they wish they had. But I'm telling you, if you seek an abundance, then you seek and get in more women. Usually the best thing to do when you have a breakup is to go straight to the next girl. That's why you always see other girls talking to you sometimes. They mostly say, oh, I'm talking to you, or oh, I was talking to this other guy to get over my ex. That's a good key method of what to do. You know, copy that. Go talk to other girls. If you can't talk to other girls because you're basically not the man yet, then I just guarantee you a key to self-improvement. Number 9, consistently solve problems. Every single high-value man solves problems. They put others before themselves, and they basically just make sure that everything around them is, nice and neat how they want it to be before they go to the next thing. Even if you're gonna get comfortable or be lazy, I want you to basically just do what you need to do, right? Let me just give you an example again. I had the house basically to myself. My brother was in bed and, I was really a gamer. Well, not anymore, but I usually was. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to get everything around the house organized and nice and neat before my parents came home. And then if I had a little bit of time, I used to play video games. Mainly have to put myself in a mind where in exchange for comfort and, for fullness, I had to do this one thing to get it over with. I'm not saying always find a problem, but whatever problem needs to be solved before you go to the next thing is basically what you need to do. All right, number 10, treat your body like a temple. Most men in America, well, really everywhere, eat like shit. And let me just say right now, once you eat clean and once you eat a nutrient-based diet, you will actually feel like a real human being. I mean, look, if you go to the gym, put your body through hell, and just eat candy and chips and soda after, like, how does that make any sense? All right, boys, I hope you enjoyed my video. These were 10 hacks that I love giving to y'all. I do not gatekeep. Hit subscribe down below. It will help me a lot. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video as I enjoyed making it. See y'all later, boys.